What is going on, guys? Welcome to Barrookie. In today's video, I'd like to talk about the lockdown and how we can continue to work out. So for people who do calisthenics and who have a pull-up bar in their backyard, or people who with a home gym, they're good to go, right? They can train, they can work out, they can do whatever they like. But people who go to a commercial gym, they can't really work out the way they used to. So they need to find ways to improve their skill or to stay at least as big as they were or get bigger. I think that the fitness community has come very far in helping to get people to work out at home and to be creative. The only thing that I found problematic is that all the videos you see from home workouts are only targeting the front muscles, like the chest, the abs, and the legs. Okay, you have maybe the glutes and the hamstrings, but there's no upper back. That's why I want to go through some options that you have if you go throughout your house to see how you can train your upper back. Obviously, the best solution is either one, you build a pull-up bar, which I have a video for right here, or you buy a pull-up bar that you can put into your door handle, and I have a video of that here. So a lot of things you can do with just a pull-up bar and some knowledge about calisthenics. And if you don't have any knowledge about calisthenics, YouTube is a great platform to find knowledge and to find ways to work out. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you don't have any money to spend on pull-up bar, I suggest that we go around the house and we find ways to train our back. You can train your upper back, and then I mean like the rhomboids, the muscles around the scapula, and the lower traps without any weights, with just your arms and by laying on the floor. That's what I'm going to show first. But then you can always, you also want to train the lats, you want to train the rear delts, and that is something that you can do with a table, a ladder, maybe a staircase, any ledge that you can find around the house, you can pull yourself onto. Okay, so the first exercise is going to be a V2W. So the first thing we need to do is depress our scapula. That means we pull our shoulder blades down, and then we go into a V shape, and we slowly transition to a W shape. This will target the lower traps. Now, if we go into another exercise for the lower traps, you put your hands to your side and you also depress your scapula, and then you lift your hands up, palms facing downwards. This is also going to train the lower traps. A great exercise for the rhomboids is like a T shape. So you start by retracting your scapula, so pulling your shoulder blades together and then lifting your arms up from the floor. If you want to make this exercise a little bit harder, you can do it more slowly. You can hold it at the end, or you can take some water bottles, small water bottles, and fill them up with water and use that as a weight. Or if you have small dumbbells, you can use that as well. The great thing about this exercise is not meant to go very heavy or to go to failure. You just need to go through the range of motion, contract it, really be mindful of what you're doing, and that will give you good results. So the reason I put the emphasis on doing more back work is because if we only train the front muscles, and because we're in a lockdown, we're sitting in front of a computer, we're sitting in front of the television, we're going to have a hunched over posture. And if we're not training any back, there aren't any muscles on the backside that's going to be reinforcing a good posture. So that's why it's so important to do equal amount of push as you do pull. And that's why it's important that if you're following any Instagram or YouTube program, that you also add in some back exercises. So the small exercise that you saw me do were great to activate those lower traps and to keep your posture in check. But you also want to train for the lats and the rear delts. So what I suggest is that you find a sturdy table. In my opinion, if you go and buy a table, I always do a wiggle test. Like you wiggle on the table If it doesn't move, it's a good table. And that also means that it's a good table to pull yourself up to. And let's see what we can do for exercises. Let's go!
So obviously good lighting is key. That is why we're going outside. We put the table in the backyard just to show you a better picture of what I mean. Just know that you can also do this indoors. A table is good to do like a horizontal pull. So here we're going to use a table to do rows. Because it's a ledge and not really a bar, it's going to be a little bit harder on the grip, but that's okay. It will train your grip as well. So for those of you who do not know what a row is, we're basically going to hang ourselves from the table and we're going to pull our belly towards the edge of the table. So with this exercise, we're going to target the lats and the rhomboids. Keep in mind that here we want to have a good stable core. We want our body to be in line with our upper legs, so everything is nice and tight. And then we put our feet on the ground or on a chair. We can also go with a wider grip. We can go side to side. So there are a lot of varieties. If you want to make it harder, you can go slower through the exercise and really focus on the contraction, or you can move the position of your feet. The closer your feet are and the more bent your legs are, the easier the exercise will become. If you put your feet far away, it's going to be more difficult. Now, if you put your feet onto a chair, that is going to make the exercise the hardest. So I think that is the hardest variation you can do. Also, on a table, you can do tuck front levers or tuck advanced front levers or even a full front lever if you can. So the options are limitless. Now, maybe you don't have a sturdy table, but you do have a ladder of some sort. You can always use that to do rows on a different way. So here you can switch the grips. Here you have some kind of bar type of shape. So it's going to be a lot more comfortable. It's going to be a lot better exercise. But nonetheless, if you only have a table will be good enough. So the same rules apply for the ladder. If you go slow, it's going to be a lot more difficult. If you put your feet farther away, it's also going to make the exercise more difficult. So yeah, same rules apply, but it's just a different option. Now, obviously, if you want to do a vertical row, you need a little bit more leg space, and that is why a staircase hole is awesome for that.
Okay, so the better thing to have are like stairs that you can access from the other side. Here I have a board that is blocking the stairway, but really if you can hang from the other side of a stair, that is very good. I did pull-ups for years and years like this back at my house with my parents, so you can do it. It's a little bit harder on the fingers because you can't grip a bar, but it does the job. Also, you don't have to be scared because basic physics says if you can apply force like this and it holds, like if you can stand on it, it's the same amount of force that's been applied if you hang from it. So there, you're good to go. Obviously, this is not a good solution. This is not the best solution, but it's something. This is like the only way I can do pull-ups without a pull-up bar in my house. So yeah, if I had only this, I would do them. So I really would recommend that you get a piece of equipment like this. You can do pull-ups with this. You can train front lever, back lever. It hangs on your door like this. So super easy, super sturdy. If you really need to buy one piece of equipment and it's only 20 euros or $20, get one of these. You can hang from it, do pull-ups. I would say the opportunity to work out is endless. I just don't want you to forget to train your back. And I have a lot of videos about DIY stuff that you can make for your house, for in your house, or for in your own garage gym. So if you can't get to new gym equipment or even used gym equipment, maybe you can build stuff for yourself. And I have links for pull-up bars. I have links for a pulley station. I don't know if it's visible, but here is the pulley station. Fully functional. If you want to build stuff like that, I have videos for that. But just don't forget to train back. And I know we're all in this lockdown together, so let's find ways to work out. Let's find ways to get stronger, to stay healthy, and to get big. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope that you get stronger. And if you have some suggestions, let them know in the comments down below, and we'll build on this. Thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!